Today we will narrate the story of how Jacob stole the blessing from his brother Esau, found in the book of Genesis, chapter 27. May the word of God reach our hearts as a source of inspiration for our lives. The twilight of life was unfolding upon Isaac. Now blind and aged, he sensed that the end was near. With the awareness that it was time to pass on the family blessing, he summoned Esau, his robust firstborn skilled in the art of hunting. Isaac instructed Esau to hunt wild game and prepare a dish according to his tastes. It was a quest for tradition, for the continuity of the lineage carrying a sacred inheritance. Esau, compelled by the prospect of his father's blessing, set out in search of game to satisfy his father's desires. However, behind the scenes of this family drama, the clever Rebekah listened attentively, discerning the plot unfolding. Aware that the fate of the blessing was about to be sealed, she summoned her son Jacob. A cunning strategy was beginning to take shape in her sagacious mind. "Go, my son, and bring me 2 young goats," whispered Rebekah as she outlined the plan to Jacob. She would prepare a meal pleasing to Isaac's palate, simulating the texture of wild game. With determined eyes, Jacob accepted the challenge, aware of the risks inherent in his bold performance. Jacob, fearful of the consequences of his ruse, expressed his concerns to his mother. "Esau is hairy and I have smooth skin. If my father touches me, he will discern the deceit and curse me." Rebekah, steadfast in her decision, replied, "Let the curse fall on me. Go and do as I say." Rebekah's intricate plan was about to be executed. Jacob, clad in Esau's hunting garments, held in his hands the 2 young goats that would be the centerpiece of a daring performance. The matriarch, skilled in her strategy, began to dress Jacob in the rough and sturdy skins of the goats, concealing his identity under a cloak of cunning. With the meal prepared, saturating the air with tempting aromas, Jacob advanced to Isaac's tent. Upon entering, he called out with a carefully disguised voice of Esau, "Father." Isaac's blind eyes turned in the direction of the voice, his perception limited by the darkness of sight. "Yes, my son, who are you?" Jacob's response was articulated with theatrical skill. "I am Esau. Please sit and eat so that you may bless me." Isaac, surprised by the quick return, questioned the effectiveness of the expedition. "Your God was with me and granted me success," replied Jacob, embodying his brother's persona. So in a moment of verification, Isaac, eager for certainty, asked Jacob to come closer. Extending his trembling hand, the father touched Jacob's arms, covered with the goatskin. The cunning reached its climax when Isaac explored Jacob's neck, again finding the familiar texture. The illusion was complete. Tension permeated the air amidst the aroma of the goats, the skillfully maintained disguise, and the relentless pursuit of the blessing. The atmosphere in Isaac's tent was filled with tension and mystery as he, confused, questioned his son. The resonating voice resembled Jacob, but the touch on the skin harked back to Esau. A dilemma enveloped the patriarch, seeking clarity amid uncertainty. "Son, I am puzzled. Your voice sounds like Jacob's, but your skin feels like Esau's. Are you truly Esau?" Jacob's response, shrewdly masked in the web of deception, was assertive. "Yes, father, I am Esau." However, even in the face of the answer, Isaac hesitated. "Well, please, serve me the meal." Jacob, immersed in the role he played, presented the food to his father. Every flavor was meticulously crafted to mimic Esau's culinary mastery. Nevertheless, doubt lingered in Isaac's mind. Seeking certainty, he asked his son to come closer for a kiss. When Jacob leaned in to kiss his father, Isaac deeply breathed in the scent of his son's clothes. The fragrance was unmistakable, imbued by the outdoor environment. With an expression of revelation, he proclaimed, "The fragrance of my son is like the scent of a field blessed by God. May God give you the dew of the sky and the richness of the earth, abundance of grain and new wine. May nations serve you and peoples bow down to you. You will be lord over your brothers. The sons of your mother will bow down to you. Cursed be those who curse you, and blessed be those who bless you." The tension in Isaac's tent reached its peak when shortly after Jacob left the room, Esau entered carrying the dish of meat he had prepared. "Father, sit and savor the meal I have prepared for you. Then, you can grant me the blessing." Isaac, visibly weakened, looked up. "Who are you?" "I am Esau, your firstborn. Please sit." Isaac began to tremble. "So who brought me a meal of wild game?" I blessed him, and indeed the blessing is his. Esau was stunned. He cried out, "Bless me too, my father." "Ah, your brother deceived me and took your blessing. I made him lord over you. All your relatives will serve him. I gave him all our grain and new wine. What else can I possibly give you?" Isaac's lament echoed in the tent, filled with regret and recognition of the irreversibility of what had occurred. Esau, consumed by intense fury, left his father's tent proclaiming loudly, "After my father's death, I will kill Jacob." The echo of these words reached Rebekah's ears, who, filled with fear for her son's life, hurried to warn him. "You need to leave. Go to my brother's house. I will send for you once Esau's anger subsides. Go quickly. I don't want to lose both of you on the same day." Determined to ensure Jacob's safety, she obtained Isaac's permission for her son's journey. Isaac agreed that Jacob should head to Rebekah's homeland in search of a wife. Jacob's fate was now sealed, a journey in search of love and security, but also an uncertain future facing the threats looming on the horizon. This is the fourth and final part of a series where we tell the biblical story of Isaac and his family. Stay with us so you don't miss the next chapters of this story that is so important to all of us. And if you missed the previous episodes, we have a complete playlist with all the videos in chronological order. Our next video series will tell the story of Jacob and his family. You can't miss it. If you're not subscribed to our channel yet, click on the subscribe button and join our community. Also, don't forget to comment, like, and click on the notification bell. Your presence and participation here mean a lot to us. Today, I want to share a verse from the book of Genesis, chapter 27, verses 28 and 29. "May God give you dew from heaven and richness from the earth, with plenty of grain and new wine. May nations serve you and peoples bow down to you. Be Lord over your brothers, and may the sons of your mother bow down to you. Cursed be those who curse you, and blessed be those who bless you." May the presence of God be a constant in your life, bringing blessings, joy, and love. God bless you. God bless.